Hi, and welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 10th of January 2025. So yesterday, US National Day of Mourning for the late Jimmy Carter. Not a lot happened yesterday, and of course, they were waiting for the NFP numbers, which were released today as well. Stocks and bonds futures meandering quiet trade ahead of NFP numbers. And today's news, we've got obviously the NFP numbers, unemployment data at 1:30. That's the important economic news that the market's been waiting for all week. So let's see what happens when that's released at 1. We're forecast to have 164,000 new jobs. Last month was a bumper at 227. Market beats this, stocks go up, and you get a new all-time high in the German DAX, which we'll look at in just a moment. But first, let's kick off and have a look at the Dow. So in the Dow, the market sideways for yesterday. You'll see in a moment why that was the case, but you can see we've still got this sideways moment, consolidation, and that bit of demand that we had there for Wednesday. And if you look at the 30-minute, you will see that it's a lot shorter in time compared to normal days. We'll just drag the chart over. And the reason for this, I suspect, because I had a couple of other people saying that the Dow wasn't working on their MT4 platform. I can only assume there was a failure in the Cyprus area, the Greek area, where the MT4 data comes from. Other than that, it was the US market shut down as a mark of respect for Jimmy Carter's funeral, one or the other. And I suspect it probably was for Jimmy Carter, to be honest with you. So yeah, the market is quiet yesterday afternoon, unless of course your MT4 platform was working and the Dow was on it. Then of course, it's going to be that there was a power out or something in Cyprus or Greece. It's that sort of area, Turkey, where the MT4 data comes from. So yeah, the Dow quiet for yesterday on my charts, at least there. And in the Dow, as I alluded to, a new all-time high. We're not far off this at all, are we? We stopped at the 89% retracement, but we're close to that 20,526. Piece of cake if the NFP numbers come out better than forecast. That was yesterday. We sold off to begin with, but we soon brought the market back. And then there's another sell-off there, and there's a bit of weakness around there at the moment to the DP, but not a lot to get to the high and then through into the all-time high, which we can see there is at 20,527. And in the S&P 500, very quiet there as well. Again, not much point in focusing on this too much at all. It's no data, really, half the data for half the session. And then up on the overnight, and you can see market coming off yesterday's lows there, and not too far off yesterday's high as well. Meanwhile, despite what's going on with Reeves and the Treasury and whatever, the market managing to move up again yesterday, bizarrely, and also dominating the front pages today as well, particularly the FT. So something's going on, and also talking about the next budget in March and what she can and what she can't do, which is only a couple of months away, I suppose. But yesterday, the market managing to move up quite nicely there. Whether it will today and continue, there seems to be a lot of momentum towards these things that she's doing. If we just grab a few of the news headlines and have a look. So here you can see Treasury brace for mini budget in March as Reeves faces dilemma over tax. Rattle Reeves searches for new ideas on growth. I mean, she's really screwed the economy, hasn't she? And let's see if there's any more. Financial Times. Treasury seeks to calm market jitters. Well, seem that much of a jitter to me. Reeves missing in action on debt crisis. So the problem with the gilt still. So there you go. That's the news behind what's happening there as far as the FT is concerned. And you can see there hardly any jitters there, is there? Again, this is classic, smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. So US dollar continuing to move higher there since returning this week. Dollar's done nothing but rise. 110 is the next upside target for this market. And in the metals, silver being not allowed to get through the 200 MA yesterday, trying today, again waiting for the numbers. Sound like a broken record, but that's what they're going to be doing. 130 yesterday, the market slammed, and then up in Asia there, which you can see. So in gold, continuing to move to the upside, go from this high to this low. You can see that we're heading back towards 89 of this shorter move, still a long way off the 2,790 in the daily chart. But intraday, we can see the market moving up. We need to take out that 26.78 there, as prices are being allowed to move up at the moment. Right, let's have a quick look at the gold-silver ratio. And this down on the overnight, but up during yesterday as gold was allowed to move a lot more freely than the silver price. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades. And in the pre-market, price is choppy, coming back to the close, sort of holding that level before sinking in the futures market just after 7. And then price is moving up. Get a sell signal first that stops, halts, reverses, puts in a buy signal, stops, halts, reverses. And again, the market then just remaining sideways. As I mentioned in yesterday morning's alert, that the market's waiting for the FOMC, and I also forgot that it was Jimmy Carter's funeral yesterday as well. So there we can see in the afternoon the Dow switching off for whatever reason that I've already mentioned, and the DAX just sideways, so nothing there to shout about at all, just very, very quiet. Let's have a look overnight, see what we've got, and there's probably more of the same, I would suspect. So let's just have a quick look at the 2-minute chart, currently down at the close, as you can see there in the DP. Let's just compress the chart so we can see where we are. As I mentioned earlier, we're not too far off the high in the R1, and we're not too far off the low as well. So the market's going to have to try and find something to move it this morning before we get the news at 1:30 p.m. Okay, that's it for this one. That's it for this week as well. So have a great weekend. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.